Okay, Rubal, from a childhood spent in Jammu and Kashmir to having hundreds of exhibitions all across India, what has your life story been so far?
Well, it was beautiful when I was in Jammu and Kashmir, though I was there for a very short period, as my dad was in the army and he was traveling all the time. So I guess I was 2.5, 3 years old when we got out of Jammu and Kashmir, and we used to travel once in a year to go back and see our grandparents. Otherwise, I have more memories of Jammu and Kashmir now than in my childhood. And exhibitions worldwide, yes, it's a big thanks to my parents and the army background that I come from, because we travel to different cities in every 2 or 3 years, and India is so versatile. The tradition, the culture, Indian culture, tradition is so beautiful that every city that you go to, you get to see a completely different kind of people and their festivals and the food, the language, the clothing, the color, everything is different. So a lot of my inspiration comes from there. The inspiration for my art comes from life, my travel, and my travel has been a big part of it. So that's why I've had exhibitions worldwide, not just in India but also all over the other parts of the world.
Okay, you studied arts in London, and a lot of young inspiring artists are moving to Europe to learn more. Do you think institutions in India are a little behind when it comes to schools of art and creativity?
Honestly, I wouldn't agree to that, but yes, art in India has not been accepted as a full-on career for a lot of youngsters in few years back. Like one of my teacher in Calcutta said, he was actually telling one of his workers' kid in a way to just scare him that if you misbehave, we'll make you an artist. That means you will have no career, So people also have that thinking, but art also origins from West Bengal, because they have such fantastic talented artists. From Maharashtra, we have such talented artists in Mumbai as well. So I would say when it comes to European art, I didn't go to London for my art because I thought Indian art colleges were anyway behind. But yes, when it comes to exposure, the art colleges and institutes abroad are far ahead, because their technique of teaching art is completely different than what we teach in our Indian art colleges. But I, as an artist, believe you have to be born as an artist. It has to come within you. You cannot tell an artist that this is what I want you to paint. Yes, you can commission a work, but when it comes to painting, doing my own painting, it has to be inspired. I have to be inspired. I have to feel what I'm painting. That's why that painting becomes priceless. If we commercialize that painting, we can put a price tag to it. So for me, every piece of my art is very close to my heart. So I keep it as, as I tell all my friends that they're all my babies and they are priceless.
Lovely. You have traveled so much all around India for various exhibitions. Where do you think the people are more aware and appreciating when it comes to art?
Well, I have traveled worldwide, but in India, I think Delhi has been by far one of the most beautiful cities for appreciating art. People are lovely, they have big homes, so they look out for not just artists who are well known, but also the young upcoming artists. If they have done big paintings, they have huge homes to fit them. So it's like kind of giving a positive approach to all the young artists who are painting, and they hold their exhibitions in Delhi for them to come forward and show their work. So Delhi has been wonderful. All the other cities, I would say, are great, but my personal experience in Delhi has been fabulous.
Okay, so what inspired you to pursue this field?
Well, as I said, you have to be born as an artist, and I don't know, maybe it was just meant to be, God's wish, and I thank Him for making me an artist, because I guess I'm best at it, and I'm blessed to do something I love so much, and I'm so passionate about my art. And when I was a small kid, everybody who saw my hands said, oh, these are artist hands. Probably they were longer than my height or whatever at that time. So they all said, oh, long, thin hands, or sir aapki beti artist banegi, like that. So I got a lot of compliments for being an artist, and I guess at that time when somebody said it, it came true, and this is the field I chose.
You're friends with so many Bollywood celebrities and you're often seen with them.
Yes.
So do you like Bollywood?
I love Bollywood. I love all my friends. I think they're super talented, and as I would say, we call them artists as well, and we call artists who paint and sculpt like me artists as well. So when the word artist comes to be used for any human being or a lady or somebody, it means creative. I have seen my friends really working so hard, shooting and giving those stunts and those action scenes and even the romantic scenes and makeup on, lights on. So it's very hard working line as well. What we see is those 2.5, 3 hours on screen and we give our judgment, but I know it's a lot of hard work. And I love Bollywood. I love my friends, and that's it. Whatever my friends do, I'm game for it. If they were doctors, I would love them for being doctors also. So it's all about my friends, not about really Bollywood.
So which is your favorite film among the ones you saw recently?
I have to be honest. Can I lie? No. I'm going to be honest. My all-time favorite is my very dear friend Salman Khan, and with friends I'm very biased. And of course his movie Kick is my favorite because Sajid is also a very dear friend, and so is Salman. And I genuinely loved the movie. And something different, from Sajid you always expect something nice and slightly more trendy and very up-class kind of film, and I think Kick has given that to audience, and that's why it's done so well. And Salman is outstanding in the film as always. I'm not saying it because of him being a friend, but I've always been a big admirer of his work. Yes.
Okay, so would you like to tell us something about your mural designs, frescoes, etc.?
See, I work in 38 different mediums, being one of the few or probably the only Indian artist who does so many. So for me, the creativity started with 4 basic mediums: paintings, marble, glass, tiles, and now touching 38 included fiber, terracotta, metal, so many different kind of metals. So art is also very versatile, and you keep creating new stuff. I do sculptures, I do murals, I do paintings. I have a company that corporatizes art, so you can get 5,000 paintings in one go, because not everybody wants to spend lakhs of rupees for doing up their house or a hotel or something. So in that, my company comes in between, and we supply hundreds and thousands of painting at a very budgeted cost as well. So we cater to everybody, and my passion drives my work. I mean, I don't think I can think of anything else other than my art and of course my child, my baby. That's it.
So would you like to share something about your NGO called Rubal Nagi Art Foundation?
Yes, Rubal Nagi Art Foundation is very close to my heart because I love kids, and God has blessed me with few thousands of kids in the slums today, and I hope the number is increasing, and it will, God willing, increase. And my passion actually for Rubal Nagi Art Foundation started from a very young age. I used to work and help kids, not just in slums, because when I was a kid I couldn't go to slums, I was not allowed to go. But anybody that I saw around me, I was the first one to jump to help. Lady on the street, or there's a fight happening and they need to be separated. Being a child also, I have been and done that. Rubal Nagi Art Foundation, today I run art classes, art camps, balwadis, pathshalas in 62 different slums of India. And I have many thousands of students whom I fund to educate, and I also teach them art in my classes. So I want to reach out to as many as possible. The aim of Rubal Nagi Art Foundation is education for all. It's equality, not charity. I don't believe in charity because we all live a very fancy, lovely life. Out of that, if we can give something back to the society, and especially kids, they are the future of our nation, of any nation for that matter. And providing education is something you give them for life. You can feed them once, you can give them medical treatment once. That will go on for few years. But education, even if they don't get into a job immediately, but they know a few months down the line, they can stand on their feet by getting a job, getting a livelihood, they can support their entire family. Because in slums, they all have a lot of family members in the house. And earning person is father is old and you don't have any money. So when you educate them, somewhere down the line, they will get their jobs and they will stand on their feet. That is the main aim of Ruben Aguiar Foundation.
Okay, as we all know that you have some really great supporters of Ruben Aguiar Foundation like Mr. Salman Khan, Imran Hashmi, Sushmita Sen, Zayed Khan. So would you like to talk about the association?
Well, I would say they're all friends, and they associate with Ruben Aguiar Foundation somewhere down the line because they think there is a foundation which is doing a great job. Salman already is doing so much with Being Human, which is doing fabulously well, and we all know the kind of person he is. I mean, he's always there to help out anybody who needs any support or help or medical aid or anything. That's what Being Human caters to. Whereas Sushmita, Sonam, Zayed, Imran, they are related. I think they are all lovely people. And to do charity, you need to have that heart who can do charity and help somebody. I always tell my friends that whenever we are at this event of Ruben Aguiar Foundation, I always tell the media that there are so many people who make promises, but there are very few who deliver. By calling Sushmita Sen for an art opening of the exhibition done by the kids, it's not that it's because it's media related thing. They are brand ambassadors today. We relate to Bollywood much more than we relate to anything else. So when they come and talk about a good cause, it is noticed, registered much more than a business corporate person talking or an industrialist talking. Because Bollywood is from the richest to the masses. So that's the main thing, and big thank you and all my love to my friends for being so supportive and completely unconditional love.
Okay, you were awarded with the Jija Mata Award for social work. Tell us something more about it.
Yes, I got Jija Mata Award last year in Delhi, and I think 6 women were selected from all over India for this award, and I was honored to be one of them. It was for my social work, for my foundation, and it felt great because when you're appreciated for doing something nice, it just gives you that moral boost. It makes you happy, and I think awards are a great way to show people that listen, if you're doing something good, God has something in store for you. So make sure what you're doing right now, do 10 times more. Because after Jija Bai, I got Young Achiever Women Award from Society, which was online based, and people had to vote for you. So we were 3 artists who were nominated, and I won that award. And I remember when I was sitting for the award also, I was biting my nails, okay, and I was telling my friend I had gone with, I said, listen, I'm just running away now, I can't take this suspense. And she was like, just forget it, Roop, just sit. So it's a great way to honor people, and also to push them. When I get 3 awards, I want 3 more. So for that I have to work hard, I have to do my best than what I've done earlier. So I'm thankful to Government of India for the Jija Mata Award.
So what are your current and future projects?
Okay. Current projects, I'm actually working on lots of projects right now, and once they're completed, they become future projects. But in few areas you cannot really talk about it. I've just installed my 3 beautiful installation marble sculptures in Delhi, and I've come back 2 days back. So that is something I'm looking forward to. I'm starting my new Tree of Life marble sculpture that's almost like an 18 feet tall, and it's going to be 4.5 ton sculpture. So I'm going to start. I've already started, but sitting on it 24 hours would be starting next week. So I look forward to a lot of new projects. Yes.
For our viewers of Filmy Mantra,
all I would say is, when it comes to social work, when it comes to helping anybody that you see in need, do not think twice, because those few seconds or those few minutes given by you to that person in need can change that person's life, and so can yours. The blessings that you might get at that time from that person in need can change your life, can change complete destiny of your future. So please go ahead and do it. And for all my young artists, my upcoming artists, keep doing the good work. Do not commercialize art, because art is something very close to everybody's heart. An artist is, a true artist is born as an artist. You feel, you love, it's your passion. Come out of your colleges, go look for galleries. In India today, we all are very aware of art. We have lots of government galleries, we have lots of private galleries who would hold your shows, would sponsor your shows. So never give up. That if you've not got the booking of the gallery in first go or second go, never give up in life, because life is not going to be same throughout. So all the best, and have fun, and keep watching Filmy Mantra.